Hello. I believe we are on session 7 of Mutant Year Zero here at the Open Hearth with everyone. Last time was fun. Last time we got back and did some day-to-day at the Ark, including talking to Johammed, or not talking so much, talking to Johammed's buddy, his little enforcer guy, Jonuts. And Johammed's not super happy about the whole situation with the new water setup, so he's planning on making a raid on Marlot'tes, one of the other bosses. We found out about that. There was some brain breaking by Wilo on Jonets, who ran off. Tavri talked to him for a little bit and brought him down. We did some coordination on the raid situation and had a big old fight, double-sided fight. We had the folks going in to mess up the boss, and we had folks helping to defend from the other boss. We had a little skirmish back and forth there, and yeah, that wound up real bad for that went up real bad for Johammed, who got his brain completely cooked from the inside out. His buddies all scattered, and yeah, now Marlot is the main boss at the Ark right now, without any apparent obvious contenders. So that's probably gonna be fine. Y'all working for her, more or less. Um, yeah, did not a whole lot of work on projects, and I think that's about it.
We tried to do a lot of work.
Yeah,
We just
Yeah,
all rolled real
that did
shitty.
a lot of work.
I would like to say we did a lot of work. We just
Not a
weren't
lot of
making
work,
progress.
not a lot of progress. Yeah, a lot of work, not a lot of
Not a
progress.
lot of success.
Yeah.
A lot of injuries and
I gave some thought, like I had an advance, and I gave some thought to the workhorse talent, which gives you a +2 on working on a project. I thought I didn't go with that this time, but it's there, right? That would be sometimes perhaps a little helpful to have a couple extra
yeah, it's not
dice
bad.
for that
Mhm.
roll. Yeah.
I
Um,
had one question.
yeah.
Um, I know sort of just in the story, I hauled all that water back. And kind of what started all was I said we were there kind of giving out water to those who need it.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure if that does that translate into me actually like losing, X amount of the waters I'm carrying or whatever. Because right now I
Um,
still have all of them in my inventory, but I didn't know if like
yeah. Yeah, let's do like one, two, three, four, five. Let's just read 6 slots worth of water there, or 7 slots. So you have like 8 water left. That sound
so I'm
fair?
sorry, you said to get rid of 7 slots?
Yeah, so one, two, three, four, five. So that's like almost 30 water for a bunch of folks. I think it's fine.
Cool.
Cool, yeah. And I imagine that there will be more trips at some point. Doesn't necessarily have to be you, since Jan, who's the other stalker there? Yasan went with y'all. They know the way back and forth, so I imagine they will be tasked with water.
Grab a couple of big brutes to go
Yeah,
make water runs.
unless you want to explicitly go to go see how the water plant's going. But yeah, we're at the top of the session, so give yourself some mutant points, one for each of your mutations, which I believe everyone has one of still. And it is assembly time. Uh,
Well, there's something that needs to happen before assembly time.
yes, what's that?
So I have been doing a lot of deliberation, and Tavri is going to make a play to replace Johammed.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
Um, so I can qualify for the Jack of all trades, where I switch my
Oh,
approach to boss because I have three. I already have three talents. Only Wilo and I could do this, but
nice.
and this is something that we can role play out and see if it happens, and then if it happens, I'll go ahead and spend the point for the talent.
Yeah. So you adopt a new role, immediately achieve skill level 1 in that role, keep your skill. You can no longer improve it. Yeah. So yeah, to become a boss, you need to find a gang that will follow you. I think
Yes.
that's what we'll be doing then.
Yeah. And I'm going to start with Johnatz. And I actually want to start upstairs after the fight
Sweet.
because Johnatz
That'll
and
be interesting because I really like Tavri and I hate Johnatz.
Yeah. I apologize. It's just
Yeah, so let's talk over project stuff before we
Okay.
jump into that.
Sure.
We've got a bunch of projects on the list already, but you're welcome to add more, one each, if you feel like there aren't enough on there already. Or you can discuss strategy about what we think might be worth working on.
Again, I never see any reason not to add another one when given the opportunity. Just because then at least they're already there, ready to go when we need them.
I'm going to take off the 2 zone expeditions that went already. So
I suppose maybe then if we just add stuff without, generally, depending on what it is, without much consequence, we're just adding something. Like maybe it makes sense to start planning ahead for additions. Like
sure.
we eventually want this thing, so we should add this thing, which will add to whatever developmental level, so that we can get that thing later on, so on and so forth.
Yeah, I mean that's why I've been adding. I think I've added several defenses just because that's where we're weakest and stuff. So that's like why I've been concentrating on those projects. Or warfare, sorry. Because sooner or later that's going to come into play, and right now we'd be real sad.
Yeah.
Well, what is hunting party? Oh, I guess we already have hunting party. Don't
Yeah,
we?
you've got that. That's folks going out and get some grub.
Yeah.
Another thing I'm thinking about is like, there's that zone expedition, which, do we have anything that right? We sent one expedition over to the tower, right?
Right. And they came back. That was bad. They got jumped by zone leeches, I believe it was.
Mm-hmm.
Did they make it to the tower, or was that in the zone that they got jumped?
They made it to the tower and got hit by leeches there.
Also, if a project has 2 things listed, that means you need both those, right? Not
Either of those. Yeah.
Oh, either?
Yeah, either one will work.
Oh, interesting. So, like, for example, Tribunal has Warfare 10, Culture 10. You don't have to have both. You just have to have one.
Oh, for the requirements you do. Yeah, for the
Yeah, that's what I meant requirements.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right there.
What is zone wrestling?
That is setting up, I believe, a like wrestling match arena thing.
Okay.
Zone wrestling. It's a metal cage where the strongest mutants fight each other for bullets and glory. Less physically inclined mutants bet on the outcome. No weapons allowed in cage, but mutations are considered fair play.
That's very near and dear to my heart right now, because actually just yesterday, like I had been telling my kids that like when I was little, I was into professional wrestling, but I hadn't been, and we went to a very local professional wrestling extravaganza, which was just delightful.
Nice.
I mean, the last match was like pouring out into like the audience area.
Yeah.
Like we had wrestlers that were like coming down our aisle, so that was it's a lot of fun.
If you want to add it to the list, feel free.
Well, yeah, that could be fun.
No.
I think we already have theater, right? Theater also really fun, right?
Tavri is not interested in adding to cage. Just the opposite. We could have a hugging booth.
That does bump up warfare when it's done though.
What is-
See, we're adding a distillery.
But we need a workshop.
We do need a
And
workshop for
and
that.
workshop
And 15 technology.
and
I
15
think
technology.
I am going to propose at some point us adding a sundial to up our technology.
Ah. In fact, I would say that we can't even really put it on the list until we have the requirements there.
Oh, all right, fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah, just to keep
Yeah. That's what I figured.
Yeah.
Which we do have that for sundial, right? Let me check.
For sundial, yeah.
Yeah,
Distillery, not so much.
All right, I will remove that.
And it only costs 1 times PCs. So
Nice.
that's 4.
Only 4. Easily doable.
We need something for technology.
Now, wait a minute. I noticed now we have defenses twice. Is that a thing we can add twice?
I think you can only add it once. Let me see. Defenses. Yeah, only once.
I'm not sure where it came from. Because, yeah, I've been working on the first one. It's down to 3. I don't know if I didn't know if the second one had just accidentally got added or what.
I'll take that off. Cool. Are we happy with our current set of projects?
I've done my picking.
All right. Let's see. Great. So yeah, it's a new day, I think.
Oh no.
We will start off in the morning. Everyone can take your grub and water down. I think
No, wait a
if
minute. Can
anyone
we take our
had-
grub and water down when we're in the? We shouldn't take it down when we're at home.
We always have to.
Field.
I
No,
think
I don't think so.
Is that true?
I know, yeah, I'm pretty sure I thought we required 1 grub and 1 water every single day.
Yeah.
And then 1 above that if you want to get rid of whatever they get rid of.
Yeah, because you still need to get grub and water while you're in there.
I'm gonna look this up.
Yeah. Double
Okay,
check.
well,
Because I remember thinking that's why I remember thinking ooh, that's going to be
Yeah,
something we're always fighting for constantly.
exactly. And especially with food supply under 10, it's everyone is grappling for grub all the time.
Right. Well, one of the things about Boss is that you don't have to supply food or ammunition to
Your
your
gang.
your
Yeah.
gang while you're in the Ark.
Yeah.
But if you
Yeah,
leave the Ark,
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I remember. That's why I thought boss sounded super rough because then you're out in the
Ooh.
wilderness and suddenly you have to be giving food and grub
Yeah,
to
vouch for
everybody.
Thank you.
So does I have water, but does anybody have extra grub?
I am right. Fucked. I have nothing.
I have 1 extra, which of course I would totally give to Raspa, despite the fact that I'm also damaged and need extra. But
Remember, you can always trade bullets for grub as well.
Oh, right.
Bullets are a currency that at your current food supply level, 1 ration of grub is traded for 1 bullet. Once you get to 10, then you get 2 grub for bullets.
and also I think my grub, since I have so much inventory, I'm kind of it's not necessarily my grub. I just carry lots of stuff. So
Yeah.
I would totally.
I think
I got
I think it's the
Raspa covered.
water. The water seems to be where, because you can't trade for water, or
I believe that's true. Yeah, just grub. But you got a line on water, so it should be.
we have lots of water
Yeah.
we just brought
That's
in.
true.
The question is,
So I got me and Raspa covered for grub.
all right.
And
I
then
will trade a bullet for grub.
And I will also drink a water.
And Mark,
If you need water, I've got plenty of waters too. Sorry.
Just a quick question on my bullet situation, because
Yeah.
last time before, I'd visited Rasper visited Marlot and asked about bullets, and I
Oh
think
yeah.
got some. Um,
Let's get you 4 bullets for that,
okay.
just to put a number on it. And if you have confusion, you can clear that because you probably had time to sleep. If you have fatigue and extra water, you can spend extra water to get rid of that. And looks like we have a little doubt, but we can do that with some hanging out scenes.
And
Did
sorry, did you
anybody
say
else
that we could get rid of fatigue? Sorry, I missed.
Yeah.
Sleep, sleep.
did anybody else need a water out of my supply?
Sure, I'll take one.
I do need one.
I also am going to have to figure out food, and I hate to trade one of my 2 bullets.
I will subtract 2 waters from me then for Zippo and
And I'm actually going to add a like a persistent zone expedition to the list, and that's going to be the water expedition.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And that's just something that's going to be happening in the background and may occasionally cause problems.
Okay, I'm going to trade one of my 2 bullets for food.
All right.
oh yeah, and empathy is through conversations, right?
Yeah, hanging out. Yeah.
Okay, that'll work out. That'll work itself out because I need to have a conversation with grunt guy. Forget his name. What's our other grunt that we
Grit,
picked up?
the one from the
Grit,
other
Grit
arc.
the grunt. That's right.
Yeah, Grit the Grunt.
Hit the grunt.
Do I have him on my big list? Maybe.
I think Zippo would probably have a conversation with Tavri, but I think it'd be more interesting if it's after her run play at boss.
Yes. Interesting. Oh yeah. I have notes, right. Cool. So, Tavri, do you want to jump in and track down our boy? What's his name again?
Donuts.
Jonats. So many guys.
Yeah,
Yo,
so
nuts.
basically, the first thing that would happen is while Tavri was working on healing people, um, after the fight, she would have conferred with Jonetz, who was helping her,
Hmm.
and she would have said, "We need to stop this. We need to stop attacking each other. We all grew up together. There are not enough of us to survive, and now that we know that there are people out there, some of them are friendly, but not all of them will be. We need to look outward, not just taking our anger out at the people who we grew up with."
I mean, you're not wrong, but there's always going to be people trying for something. I'm kind of after after everything that happened, I'm kind of worried about uh Garrett jumping into Johammed's place, you know? We all beat him back, but or you all beat him back, but a couple dead mutants isn't gonna stop him, I don't think. Especially now that Johammed's pushing it up. We got a little power vacuum going on.
Yeah. Um, how would you feel if I tried to lead the upstairs? If we tried to have a completely different way of doing things?
Hmm. Um, let's get in him. So, would you like to sense emotion on him to see like what his response to that is, or would you like to manipulate to try and convince?
I would actually like to sense emotion. I do not want to manipulate him.
Yeah. That is with empathy. So that is
I think
four.
just empathy for me. I don't think I have. Yeah, I don't have anything. So for empathy. Okay, hold there. Okay. Oh, I almost have something.
Ooh. Would you like to push that?
I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to push.
Cool.
So I don't know what he's thinking.
Yeah. Um, you do like he does have kind of a far off look while you're talking about that, and he's kind of just nodding along. He's like, yeah, 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 yeah. But you can tell that he's not really paying attention, I don't think.
Hmm. And then, so they're working on like cleaning up after doing some of the healing.
Hmm.
And she's like, well, I guess now's the time. If you have my back, then then be aware that I'm about to open my big mouth. And if not, you might want to back into the shadows. So she stands up in the center of the upstairs and she yells out, people of the upstairs, we need to have a meeting.
This is definitely gonna be manipulate. See where we're getting folks in. Folks are kind of confused and scared and hurt right now.
Yep.
So yeah,
Well,
let's
I've
see if
been
we can.
healing some of them, so
Yeah. You know what? Let's give you a bonus die for the healing.
okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Because I don't have manipulate. Nope. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna push it. Nope. Oops, come on. No, not the breakdown, the push. There's the push.
There
Yes.
we go.
So
Cool.
I took a.
You do take a point
Wow.
of doubt and an MP.
I
Uh,
definitely have some doubt.
yeah. And yeah, it is still like it is fight or not, it is late at night. People are injured, but you do get sort of a muted chorus of assent from the folks who are there.
Yeah.
And I think who would it be? Let's make it. Hmm. Yeah, maybe are they associated yet? They're not yet. Um, there's a gearhead named Pontiac with a K.
Yeah.
Um, I think they're like, I mean, someone's gonna jump on it, and you're you're a lot better uh, company at the very least than Johammed ever was. Uh, so I think I speak for at least a couple of us that we, if you want to make a move, we'll back it, but you're probably going to get some resistance from the Johammed's inner circle, who are probably going to be behind Garrett now.
Well, we need to do something because there are a lot of risks out there in the zone, and you know at Pontiac. And we can't just be killing each other off. We grew up together. This is dumb.
I agree wholeheartedly. Uh, so what's your plan, boss? I think a few of the others kind of like come to his side and are like, yeah, fill us in.
What we're going to do is we're going to form together a group to train and work on learning the outside.
Are
And
are we planning on leaving?
no, not everybody has to go in the outside. Although, if anybody wants to learn more about learning how to be a stalker, I'll help teach them how to be a stalker. But we're going to start working on the food and the defenses and making sure we can survive because we're all in trouble here.
All right,
You
if you
know,
say so,
killing each
boss.
other doesn't do anything to feed us.
Uh, uh, there are a couple of uncomfortable looks when you say that, but More nods.
Yeah, well, I wasn't thinking about that.
Yeah, so I think you got some folks backing you, including Pontiac.
Okay. Um, Tomorrow morning, when we wake up, if I'm still alive, we're going to get together a group and we're going to start. First, we're going to work on the crops because we need to have some food coming in. And then after that, we'll start training and we'll start learning how to protect ourselves and also to explore the wild. And um, if somebody wants to come in and keep killing the rest of us, then I guess we'll have to figure out how to deal with that too.
And I think one of the other mutants from the back, kind of like, is it true what they say out there that there's other groups of people living out there?
Yeah, and we're going to get water from some of them, but we encountered more than one group of people out there, and there could be more. And I don't know what's going to happen because if there's a big group of people, they might try and come and take away our shopping mall. But
So
maybe
someone said
not.
there's another arc out there with a lot of food.
Yes, there is.
You helped us get the water. Will you help us get the food?
We're working on that. That's part of why we need a group to try and protect, do things up outside the ark and stop killing ourselves.
All right. I think you got yourself a gang. What is everyone else doing? What's Raspa and your folks doing before or during morning? Now that the person you hate is dead.
I think in the morning, you know, I think Raspa would be inclined to work on one of the projects a little bit.
Yeah. What do you want to work on?
Um, yeah, I think um, the one. Let me go back to it. I think the one that's cl we have the cropland is it?
Hmm.
Yeah, that's close, and I think you'd be willing to kind of work on that a bit.
Yeah. Grit will do that alongside you, so add an extra die for him.
Okay, and I will remind Grit because I think last time Grit kind of overworked himself a little
You sure
bit.
did. Yep.
And so yeah, I think I'm happy that Grit is there, and we'll just say, okay, Grit, just keep in mind, you don't have to prove yourself to be you know, you don't need to act like you're some, superhuman or anything like that. Just stay stay within your, you know, comfort zone in terms of the physical activity out here. um we need you, right? We value you, we need you, and if you're kind of pulling out your back or anything like that, you know that doesn't help you and it doesn't help other people either.
All right, whatever you say. I mean, as long like now that I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna get used for spare parts if I fall over, I think I can take it a little bit easier.
Yeah. So I'm gonna, let's see, with this I'm gonna use I have that this is with endure, right? That I can.
Endure or no zone, either one.
Yeah, so endure, and I've got that sick a dog
Yeah.
endure ability. So I will use that. Um, so I'm using the dogs. I'm using donut strength, which is 4, and my sick a dog, which is 5.
How is
Uh,
Donut helping out with the farmland stuff?
I think so the way it can help you endure,
Hmm. Is
right?
there like is he the emotional support farm dog?
Yeah, I think so. And I think it's emotional support. I mean, I think part of what happens is that, Donut picks up on the types of things that we're doing out there and kind of imitates them. And I
Hmm.
think, me and others kind of like find it kind of inspiring that, right? He's also doing what he can do to dig and to pull up, um, pull out rocks. Probably does actually find rocks in the field and kind
Hmm.
of, points them out, or if they're able to kind of carry it in their mouths, they do it, right? So
Nice.
yeah, you get a nice, like, kind of interesting scene, right, of Donut actually kind of working, but and then being noticed by others, right?
Cool.
So
Yeah. Go
because
ahead
that's
and make your
psychological.
roll.
All right. So here we go. We got, and I said it was 4 strength, and do I apply the bonus to the yellow die?
I believe it is it's the skill, so it's the which die is which? Green dice or skill dice, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and but the bonus die is gonna be yellow die, right, from grit.
Okay. So that's 5, and then it's 5 and 5.
Whew.
Well, that's a lot of sixes.
Whoa, that's a lot of sixes.
Yeah. So I
Uh,
had 4.
cool. That finishes that off then, and then some.
Yeah.
That is complete. So let's see, cropland. Cropland. Cropland adds 3d6 to your food supply. Y'all been working on that for a while. So go ahead and roll 3d6 and we'll see what we get.
Oh, come on, lots of big ones.
Okay.
All right.
10. 10. So you're up to 19 on food supply.
Woohoo!
Nice. Which changes what we are now. We've gone from desperate to let's see, I'm doing this one manually because I haven't set up the formula yet. Starvation still isn't far away, but the people have enough grub to cover their day-to-day needs as long as the harvest or the hunt isn't threatened. Typically, you can get 2 rations of grub in return for 1 bullet, and we will decrease the session body count by 1 each time. So that's going to be good.
Yippee.
And we have another completed project. Done. Zippo, what are you up to?
Yeah, I'm thinking about. I got so much empathy to recovery.
Yeah, who you want to hang out with?
Um, Actually, I'm thinking I might hang out with Wilo for a moment. Just
Yeah,
thinking
yeah.
about that. So what's Wilo doing?
I suppose he's about to go work on a project. Sooner or later, he's going to talk to Grit, but Grit's off working on a project, so Wilo figures. But he's also still very injured.
Right, so
So he's kind of,
some downtime.
yeah, he's like, I need to go work on the defenses, but that's hard with only one good arm. But I still fought pretty good with only one good arm. And my one good arm, this is my weak arm, still probably like several times stronger than your average arm.
I think I think Zippo is like patting him on the shoulder, is like, yeah, yeah, yeah. So is it weird that I don't feel bad for killing a person? This is the first time I killed a person.
I mean, we were in the right doing what was right for the ark. And I can, as you can imagine, I have had very complicated feelings myself with not wanting to be like Johammed, and yet I I killed him with terror in his mind.
Yeah, and
But
then you cleave that other person in two, and I'm sure you've got some other bodies.
it's true. And it is a complex thing. But I think the fact that you and I are asking ourselves these very questions is an indication that we are somewhat on the right path. Like we don't, number one, we don't enjoy it. We don't rush to killing as our first solution to everything. And we do question our motivations and whether it was right. And I mean, in my experience with you, we we all do seem to try to avoid killing if at all possible. But some people will give you no other choice.
I mean, it's not that I so much intentionally avoid killing because I don't like it. I don't feel anything particularly about it. It's just not usually the most effective means of achieving a goal. Although recently it has seemed like that's somewhat of an effect. But like I don't feel anything particularly about it.
I think that's something you need to keep exploring. I mean, be kind to yourself, and that life in the zone is harsh. And every day we fight for our survival just to have enough food and water, much less having to deal with people wanting to kill us for food and water or our belongings, our weapons, and
Or as food.
or as food. Yes. So the fact for us to keep any kind of goodwill in our hearts in such harsh conditions is difficult. But I think you've also seen that we are all stronger together, and therefore it is against our own survival instincts to just kill indiscriminately, or just if we were to end up alone, I think that our lives would not last much longer.
Oh, definitely. I mean, every machine needs the parts that it needs to make it work.
I think it's good that you question it, though, and we should always question it. But
I read something once that was like, your top 10 red flags. Is this a red flag?
it is hard to say, my friend. These matters are complex. If it makes any difference, in my eyes at least, you seem nothing like Johammed. Johammed enjoyed killing, torturing, exerting his will and his power over others. Do you find yourself wanting to make others adhere to your will against whatever they might wish?
I mean, that's literally what my brain does. But do I enjoy it? I don't think so. No, I don't enjoy it. It's just it's a tool, like all of my tools.
Exactly. And again, in my experience with you, you only use it against those you need to use it against. Like you've
Yeah, I mean,
never tried, as far as I know anyway, you've never tried to manipulate any of us into going along with whatever you want to do as the plan.
I mean, I'm hardly the planner of our little. I mean, but you're right. You know, like you use a wrench on bolts and use a hammer on nails.
Hmm.
You don't use a wrench on nails unless you absolutely have to, because you don't have a hammer because Donut stole your hammer. But
I think it's at that point when Eriel comes up to find y'all, specifically Wilo, and she's like, who stole what again?
No, no, just a philosophical conversation, hypothetical.
Oh, oh, I thought you knew. Okay, um, the the diary's missing.
It's missing.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I thought. I mean, my first thought was that someone stole it, and I heard you talking about that. Um, we, have you heard anyone?
I've heard nothing about it. I was going to come see you later with Grit about the matter we discussed yesterday.
Which
Uh,
which one?
uh, the matter of the condition you are currently under and how Grit may have some insight into that condition.
Oh,
And I mentioned I would bring him by, as many in his arc are familiar with the situation you find yourself in.
right. And you don't think it's safe to go there to take care of it?
It does worry me in that I don't know enough about that arc, and I do know from Grit that if they see you as I don't even know the exact criteria, but they they do supposedly consume their own people.
That's what the rumors are saying.
But we can find out more from Grit.
Okay.
And
You can
if that
find
is
me.
a thing you think is the best course of action for you, I will I'll talk to the boss and see if maybe we can help you with that.
Okay, I'm going back to the vault.
Do you want
If Davin asks, just tell him I don't know anything yet.
do we need to look into this diary for you in some way? Is there something I can do for you?
I don't know if there's anything that you can do, but I mean, could be anyone. I mean, yeah, Grit's the only new person, but it's probably not. I don't know. I just need to get back before the elder notices I'm gone.
Understood. I'll do what I can. See if I can find anything out.
Cool. And she scurries off. Go ahead and clear it out. Zippo and Wilo.
just one, right?
Just one. Did y'all want to go off and do some work?
Yeah,
Yeah.
What are you thinking of?
I'm gonna do what I can to those defenses with one good arm.
Hmm.
I'm still pretty. It's I still got. I'm still rolling 5 dice, so that's not too shabby.
See what I've got here.
Oh wait, I did the wrong thing. No, 1, 2, 3 strength, 2 for force. Is that right? Yes. Okay. God damn it.
Would you like to push that?
No, I'm already injured. I can't afford to push it. I think
Oh,
I'm
you were
very
working
ineffective
on.
because I'm trying to work with one arm, and I'm like, ah,
That's fair.
this is no
I think
good.
I think it makes sense for Zippo to help out. Is like, oh, thanks for the little pep talk. I
Just
think
keep
Zippo
an
would
eye
help
on the
out
dark parts of
Lila.
yourself and make sure they don't overwhelm the light parts of yourself. We all have both.
I think Zippo takes that very literally and is like looking at their skin and like, what? Like my hands are real dirty.
I'm gonna keep an eye on you, hands.
They say idle hands, but I don't know what that means.
Hands are never idle.
That means you worship your hands like
Never.
idols.
Okay, so I'll use force. I actually have some in force. And wait, what else is the force uses strength, which I have 3 of, so 5 dice in total. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. See how this goes. 2
Hey, look at
successes.
that. Two successes.
Oh, by the way, also in regards to Zippo's question about getting
You can still push
doubt,
that if you want to get a third one.
Oh, hmm. I guess I don't really have a lot of risk here. So, what were my successes? I cleared the dice already.
Oh, we had two successes. I don't remember. I think it was one of each.
One of each. Okay, so then I just need. I'll roll 3, 2 base, 1 green. Oh,
by
that's
the way,
another 2.
There you go.
Zippo should have. It says you recover all your points, not just one.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Go ahead and recover all your points then. You are
Oh,
correct.
sweet.
Yeah.
For any of your things, it says whenever you get at least 4 hours of rest plus the resource
Yeah.
type, you restore all lost attribute types of the relevant type. And you can
Cool.
even recover multiple types of trauma simultaneously as long as you have
Hey.
access to the resources.
Look at that.
Sweet. Well, looks like we have defenses as well. Defenses adds 2d6 to your warfare. So go ahead and roll that up.
All right, let's give that a roll. Big bunny.
So at least I only need 1 extra ration of grub to heal all my damage instead of
Yeah,
2. That's nice.
5.
that takes us up to 9.
Oh
So
man, if I had
close.
just gotten one more.
So close.
So
But we have
close.
defenses now. Look at that.
Woohoo!
And a pretty decent food supply. Between the hunting party and the crops, we are looking pretty good for food for now.
I need.
Um,
I don't have anything to trade. I was like, I just need 1 ration of grub, and I cannot be injured anymore.
Tavri will give you a bullet.
What do you have a grub?
I have 1 bullet left. I can give you a bullet.
and in fact, you can get 2 grub for a bullet now because your
Oh,
food is
that's
good.
right.
Oh,
Tavri only has like 1 bowl left, but I still have 7. So I think it
Oh,
just makes more
dang.
sense to give Wallow a
Rich
bullet
man.
from my stock.
oh, thank you. I feel rejuvenated. Probably should have done that before I tried to do work. Would have had 2 more dice.
Yeah, it all worked out.
I was
So
hungry after the work.
Tavri's going to try and do some work too, but
Yeah.
now she has a gang.
Oh, yeah. How does that work?
Well, I'm a little confused actually.
Take a look.
I can give a command, and if I succeed, then they will execute. I could have them work instead of me, but that's not what I want to do. If I work with them, it
Mm.
gets me. There's a table on the main in the main book. Oh, is it the main book? Yeah, under the boss section. So page 65, roughly speaking, or 60, it looks like in
Yeah.
the book.
Always have your gang nearby. Your skill level is an indicator of how large your gang is. So you've got 3 or 4 guys right now.
Yep.
Probably mostly. I think you got enforcers. You got a couple enforcers and Pontiac, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
They got
Now, did
clubs and
Jonex
stuff.
join me or not?
No, in fact, did not. Next time we see Jonuts, I'll tell you what they're doing. But yeah, they are
Yeah.
not joining up the gang. They have clubs and stuff. As long as you're in the Ark, they have enough. Governor Mars 5. They're all NPCs under the GM's control. Mwahaha. You can order them around with a command skill, and they can perform the task that you want.
Right. And there's a on the command for the command, there's a table with
Oh
yellow
yeah,
bars above it
yeah.
that gives modifiers.
Obviously, lethal tasks are difficult. Yes.
Yeah. So I would like us to work on the watchtower now that the defenses have been brought up,
Nice.
and I will work with them.
Cool. And I think that
Um,
is low risk of harm as well.
yeah, yeah. But I'm not offering any reward, so that those two cancel out.
Cool.
So
Um,
it's just
yeah, so there's +2 there.
okay. So is it just my command skill? Then we all roll together.
I believe that's true. Yeah.
Okay. So +2 with my command skill at 1, and my empathy currently at 3 because of doubt. So it's 4. That's 6 dice. What it sounds like. Okay.
Oh yeah, projects. You can order them to work instead of doing yourself.
5 and 6. There we go. Okay. 1 green, 4 yellow, or 5. And this is on the tower. Yes.
Ooh, nice. That's 3 successes. You need
Damn, your
4.
gang's good.
Would you like to push and reroll
Yeah,
those
I'm gonna
dice?
push. I'm gonna
Yeah.
push. We're close. Let's see if we can bring it home. Yes.
Boom. There we go. We have a watchtower, everybody.
Woo!
Look at that.
I think Tavri just cemented her gang
Woo.
as a pretty fucking effective gang.
So first add a D6 to warfare, and tell me what that all looked like.
Um,
I mean, you got a gearhead, so
Basically,
that's a help for sure.
Tavri and Pontiac
Hmm.
um did some surveying, and then Tavri asked Pontiac in front of the whole rest of the gang. Tavri asked Pontiac to tell us what we needed to do to really do a good job of working on this watchtower.
Hmm.
So what I'm trying to do with all of my gang members, and we go around and we all discuss the situation at hand, and then we all um, vote on the situation. So I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to explain this, but I'm just going to start having them participate in all the decisions.
Nice.
And so I think part of the reason we did so well, where before it had been a problem to get the watchtower worked on, was the gearheads were busy doing other things,
Hmm.
and now I've got Pontiac directing the rest of us on how to assemble it correctly, how to build it correctly.
Yeah.
And,
Cool. Go ahead and
yeah,
roll your
D6, right?
D6.
Okay. 4. That's not bad.
4. So that brings us up to lucky 13.
Yeah.
So now we have more solid fortifications like scrap palisades and lookout towers defend the arc. There might be some sort of watch patrols, and we have a battle level of 2, whatever that means.
Yeah, it's up from battle level of 1.
Yeah,
It sounds like there's mass warfare in this game.
there's yeah, there will occasionally be sieges. So good time. All right. That was a productive morning. Um, yeah, what next?
That's a damn fine question.
Well, so
Yeah, go ahead.
there is a little bit of politics that has to happen,
Hmm.
and that is that uh, Tavri will connect with either Wilo or Zippo, depending on who she runs into first, and she wants to talk to both of them anyway, but she will indicate that she wants to send a message to Marlotte because she wants an audience with Marlotte, um, maybe in the evening and she will arrive downstairs uh, and have a private discussion with Marlotte.
Nice.
And of course, Tavri is going to use the air conditioning system to get there, so nobody sees her. Not anybody from her gang, not anybody from Marlotte's. I mean, I don't know what Marlotte will do, but she um, gives that message to one of the two of you, and then depending on what you hear from Marlotte, let me know, and I will come and visit Marlotte.
Sweet.
Why don't we make that Zippo, since I have something else I want to be doing with Grit and Eriel.
Yeah.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. All right. I received the message and take it to Marlotte.
Yeah. Yeah, and Marlotte's in a good mood these days.
I wonder why.
Yeah. Um, yeah, Astrina is her chronicler, and she's got her um like she's putting together like a wish list basically of like, okay, like what can we reasonably I think she has heard um she has gotten like a download from Yasan, and it's kind of like knowing that there are going to be expeditions regularly out to get water, wants to see if, they can also bring back stuff for her as well,
Hmm.
artifacts and whatnot.
Right.
And
Okay.
Zippo, Tavri will ask you if you want to attend her conference with Marlotte. Depends on if you want to be seen with me or not.
Yeah, I mean, Tavri is Zippo's bestie, so
Yeah.
Zippo Zippo would have no qualms about being seen with her. So yeah, I'll deliver the message.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's not a problem to talk with her. So you can show up in whatever way you like.
Yeah. So Tyree will
Okay.
use the ventilation system to get down to the downstairs, and then meet up with Zippo, and we can go in. And she's just
Sounds good.
trying
I think
to keep it as understated as possible.
Mhm.
right. I
And
think
I think Astrina will be there because she's like, she's working with her pretty closely right now. So she's like, Astrina is familiar with you two. Anything you can say in front of me, you can say in front of her. So, what do you have for me? I appreciate your help with the raid, and are you looking for further rewards or?
Did you have something you wanted to say, Mark, before we get started?
now let's get to it.
Okay. Well, as you may have heard, I'm assuming you have ears upstairs. Um, I have formed a new gang, and
Congratulations.
thank you. Um, I'm sure that most of the um, most of Johammed's old gang are gonna follow. What's his name?
Donuts.
No, not Jonat. Well, it might be Jonats. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Oh,
But
no, sorry, Garrett. Yeah.
Jared, most of Johammed's old gang may be following Jared. Um, and I was trying to stop some of the violence between the upstairs and the downstairs. Um, but I don't think, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But my gang is going to uh, live either upstairs or outside. And I just wanted to let you know that um, we intend to work on the protection of the Ark and also learning more about the outside world. We
Hmm.
are not trying to compete with you for the water or um, uh, uh, basically we will assist in keeping the Ark safe. And I understand that you are the lady of the down below and that you will be protecting the people from the center of the arc.
Hmm. My understanding is the water situation is well in hand.
It
Misano
is
been
at the
making
moment,
efforts.
as yes, as long as there are no other problems from the outside world, which the outside world is dangerous, and um, that's why we need to understand more about it.
Hmm. Well, I'm very eager to learn more about it. As a matter of fact, Astrina here has been telling me about certain items. She's been speaking with our newest resident. I understand that they have certain artifacts in their arc as well that I'd be very interested in obtaining. Would you be interested in helping me with that? Since you'll be going outside anyway.
I think that whatever negotiation you want to do with the other arc um, is probably best handled by your own people.
I was thinking that since you and your big friend did such a wonderful job with Johammed, perhaps you could apply similar talents to the others. I've heard nasty things about them, rumors going around, people worried.
Well, I know that the mutants of the other arc also have abilities too.
Of course.
And so
As did Johammed and his men and women and things. But now he's got a puddle of pudding for a brain.
I think he had that before, but
Hmm.
that's just opinion.
If you're not interested, I'm sure I can find someone else. I just wanted you to have first shot. I don't imagine that they will leave us alone for too long. I don't know how much they know about us, or if Grit can be trusted, or the other one left with the ghouls.
It's true. We really don't know what they will do. And we were concerned about that too, which is why we didn't allow one of them to return.
You may have bought us some time. And she motions to Astrina, and Astrina slides over a piece of like old cardboard that she has drawn something on. Um, it says, "I've had some people talking with our new friends, and she's described something very interesting. So if you ever come across something that looks like this in the new arc, or if it makes its way outside somehow, I can make sure that your ascension to bosshood goes smoothly."
I appreciate that. I probably will fail, but I do appreciate the sentiment.
Well, Sixer also has some people on it, so whoever gets to it first, I suppose.
Sixter's very good.
Hmm.
Probably he'll get to it first.
Sixter excels at finding things. Bit of a chore to talk to. I prefer you greatly.
That's putting it lightly.
Well,
Is there anything else you require of me?
no, I just wanted to let you know that you had a new neighbor upstairs and that we were not interested in challenging your domain.
No. I imagine you will have to deal with the leftovers at some point, but every new position has its challenges, I suppose.
I guess I'm going to find out.
Well, I'm always here.
I'm very, very, very aware of that.
Cool.
Okay.
Anything else you want from this?
Nope.
Yeah, I
Thank
think
you.
I think after we after we leave, I'm just gonna have
Yeah.
a private conversation with Tavri. Be like, we can't let that asshole Sixter get that thing before I do.
So I want her to think that I'm a total idiot. And
I think you're doing a great job at that.
thank you. It has also occurred to me that if I indicate I'm interested in helping her in any way, then she will have leverage over us.
Oh, 100%. I think
So
maybe.
if we can work it out, then maybe we can work it out. But I don't want to try to wipe out another arc just to feed Marlotte, because Marlotte is very hungry. I don't think there's enough stuff in the world to feed Marlotte.
Oh yeah, well, I I could give two shits about Marlot. I don't even really care about getting whatever this thing is to her. It's just Sixter can't have it.
Yeah, I know, Sixter. Um, we should probably talk to the others about doing an expedition soon.
Yeah. Do they even know you're a boss yet? I don't even
I
know if
don't
they know you.
know. Probably not. We don't hang out upstairs. I want to see whichever the bosses show up.
Cool. Let's see what Rasper is up to.
Yeah, well, so I have at least a couple ideas for Rasper. I mean, one, we could have another scene with Marlotte because Marlotte had mentioned wanting me to become I forget what the title was,
Like the steward of the water or something like that.
the steward of the water. So that would be fine. I also didn't know with Wilo, who wants to talk to Grit and Eriel,
Oh yeah.
if Wilo wanted Rasper in on that conversation, I'd be happy to be there for that.
Grit kind of sticks near you, so if you want to talk to Grit, you're probably gonna be talking to Rasmus. Well, do you want to have a little talk with Grit and Raspa?
Yeah, I think so. I would say, so you know that Ariel is a dear friend of mine. I feel very protective of her.
She she's gonna have a kid, right? I thought you guys didn't have I thought you didn't do that.
She is the only one, and that's why it's somewhat of a secret.
So
So
this is a weird question, but like, did your elder
I don't know the answer to that, right?
you answer's probably no. The elder's not really
Right.
talking to anyone even these
Yeah.
days because
I
And has Rasper known this about Ariel?
I don't think so. I don't think Milo's told anyone yet, but
it's becoming more obvious by the day. So.
yeah, that and also like now that I want to get Grit to talk to her if he has, and I don't have any secrets from Raspberry, even though I haven't like,
Yeah.
I've been keeping Ariel's secret, but I don't,
Mhm.
I don't, I know Rasper's not going to go, blabbing it around the arc or anything. So. But I do make it clear it's like, obviously it's something somewhat of confidence, so we keep it between us three. But I was hoping that you, Grit, being that pregnancy is, if I understand, it's a normal occurrence in your arc.
Yeah, all the time.
She was hoping to talk to you, to perhaps get your insight, being that it is not something well known here.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I don't, so men can't get pregnant, so I don't really know a lot about that. It's just women can do that.
Right. But I mean, do you just have any general knowledge about care, or what she should and shouldn't be doing and things?
I mean, I'm not really, they don't really let us do stuff like
Mm.
that.
Is there anybody in at your arc that kind of handles like, I mean, is there a
Yeah, I mean the
midwife or
yeah, they take care of it real good.
So let me ask you this. Something she has asked me about is the possibility of her traveling to your arc to get care.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Is that
Um,
something you think would be possible and or a good idea?
I mean, what do you know about um having babies?
Nothing.
Yeah.
And I mean, there may be people here with more knowledge than I know, as far as I know, it is not something. If someone here has knowledge of it, I'm unaware of that, and it would be secret knowledge that I don't.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect anyone would. I mean, I know it can be dangerous sometimes, but like not because of it's just, it's like getting sick kind of only
Yeah.
like instead of throwing up, you throw my baby comes out. It's like when people get the rot, and they get really sick and then like the hair falls out and I don't know. I'm kind of glad. I'm kind of glad. I mean, I don't know. Getting sick once or getting,
What is your take on if on a possible expedition to your arc with her?
I mean, she seems pretty sturdy. I think she could make it.
the other possibility would be, I mean, would it be possible like if there's somebody who has experience with this from your arc of going and bringing them back here?
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure they'd love to know where this place is.
That doesn't sound like a good thing the way you just put that.
I mean, they're probably lonely, right? I mean, I can point us in the general direction, but like I'm not a stalker and our stalker's dead. Uh, it would be a trip. It wouldn't be safe, but we could do it. That Tavri seems pretty on it, or Yasan, like one of those guys. Probably Tavri's a better idea. Yeah.
Can I make a sense emotion roll?
Yeah.
I just Wilo doesn't know, he still doesn't know what to think of Grit, and if Grit is like trustworthy, or if this is all some ruse to get the location of this arc to his people so they can come attack us and stuff.
hmm
There's just
Yeah, go for it.
there's something here that's worrisome to Wilo. Negative. And I will not be pushing that. So I don't know what he's thinking.
Yeah.
I can't tell if this guy's on the up and up.
He seems totally straightforward. I
Do you think that there would be, I mean, do the people at your arc generally, are they generally happy with the way it works? And the way that you seem to have lived in fear of being deemed unworthy and
I mean,
classified as food?
the ones that can have babies are pretty happy about it, and the rest of us are kind of expendable because we don't contribute in any way to that process. So,
Would one of the caretakers of the pregnant, are they generally revered and treated well, or would one of them might be happier here?
I mean, to me, I'm kind of, I'm kind of overwhelmed with this. The people here, um, folks don't usually pay attention to us too much at the Ark, the other Ark. It's better when they don't pay attention to us.
Mm.
You know, uh, yeah. You
And
know,
if we did make a trip to New York, would you want to come along or would you want to stay away?
no, no,
That's what I thought. I
they
just wanted
would
to check.
probably shoot me the second they saw me because they don't like it when we escape.
Mm.
So yeah, I probably should not.
One more issue just to ask the both of you that she said that that diary brought back has gone missing. Do either of you know anything about that? You heard anything?
I that's the first. This is all new. I mean, I didn't know this about Ariel that she had this. You know that she was.
And I apologize. I was not trying to deceive you in any way, but obviously it was
But but but
a
the
sensitive situation she wanted kept under wraps as much as possible.
I don't know
I
if
mean,
you've seen a pregnant lady before, but they get pretty big. So
Yeah, well, that's why it's becoming less secretive, I guess, as
but
she's starting to show.
the diary. I that was in the vault, right? I mean, it was.
Isn't that right? Is that what happened?
it wasn't you brought it back and put it in the
Yeah,
vault. Yep.
Well,
yeah. She
but
says
it's
it's missing.
Hmm.
well.
I mean, what was in it?
I can't remember if Wilo specifically knew or not. I know like some or I can't remember if some of us, just whoever had it, read it, or if we all. I don't remember. Can't remember who all like looked at it and
I
knew
think
what
it was
was.
passed around.
Okay,
Yeah.
couldn't remember the details exactly of that.
And the pages on the water plant tab on the keeper, if anyone wants to look at it again.
All right. I think I would leave that up. I would just stay quiet. I'd leave that up to Raspa as to whether or not he wanted to reveal what was in the diary or not. I'd be like, I just kind of play it off like I didn't really pay attention to what was in it.
Yeah, well, I think Rasper would say, well, it was um, you know, what I could glance at, it was about somebody who had left an arc and
Like another arc?
I don't know, does the name Eden mean anything to you? Like that they mentioned a place called Eden.
No, like eating grub?
No, like Eden, like not Eaton, but this name Eden.
No, I don't know them.
Um, but yeah, it was about somebody who had left their ark and they were looking for a place called Eden.
It sure wasn't like a boss. Sounds like a boss name.
It seemed more like a place than
Hmm.
like Eden, right? Seemed more like a place.
Yeah,
And they had,
it is clear he is absolutely no help with this.
yeah,
There is no sense of motion roll needed here. He is
yeah.
very clueless.
But anyway, my sense, when you put something in the vault, it doesn't go missing, right? That's why you put it in the vault, right? It's like so.
And to be clear, like it's not like a Like it's not going into a bank vault, it's going into a closet somewhere. Like that's
Right.
the vault.
Yes. But if it's missing, it's it's not missing to somebody. I my assumption is somebody has it. Probably it sounds like maybe somebody who's not supposed to have it, but is interested in what the diary was talking about. It was kind of mystifying stuff to me. I mean, this place called Eden, and there was like some mention of a key or a card that was going to give them access to it.
Oh, neat.
You know, now that I know, um, hmm, you know, I'm a little unsettled with things don't go missing from the vault, right?
Yeah, so someone definitely took it.
Yeah. Um, hmm. Well, I don't know. I'm torn. I mean, I'd like to find out what's going on with the diary, but I mean, I think Ariel needs some help, Wilo, and I, I'm, I'm, I'm feeling like that's important. The problem is, I think it's dangerous to take Ariel to their arc for a number of reasons.
Indeed.
And it's also, I think, dangerous to bring somebody from their arc who knows about this kind of stuff here.
I
Um,
mean, she'd be fine there, right?
I mean, I guess even after they have babies, they're still revered because they can have more babies.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't eat women.
and what happens to the babies when they're born? I mean, does
I mean, 50-50, right? Oh, half of the babies are men and half of them are women, pretty more or less.
uh-huh.
So, yeah,
But who raises the babies there?
just everyone, whoever has them. I mean, not us, but yeah. Okay. So when a woman has a baby, they like bond kind of, and so usually the kids stay with their mom
Until
until they're either old enough to work or old enough to yeah. What what do you I don't know how much you don't know, I think. Everyone here was a baby at some point.
Mhm.
So, just like us, only more of them.
Hmm.
Well, Rasper turned to Wilo and say, "Well, Wilo, I think you obviously need to have a talk with Ariel and um,
I mean, yes, ultimately, I suppose this is all her decision.
well, yeah, and it's like, is she gonna feel better? I mean, I mean, moving to a new arc that she doesn't know to go through this, that sounds like a pretty big step. I mean, what, and but bringing somebody here, I mean that, I don't know if we're going to be able to persuade them to come here, but if we could, I mean that could work out. But then I think you're right that we potentially are leaving ourselves open to having people of the other arc know exactly where we are.
I mean, and the other thing, this is pretty special for you guys, right? Um,
Indeed.
and I mean, if she has the baby there, like 50-50 chance it's not coming back.
Did I have a conversation with her once? I can't remember. Did she tell me who the father was?
She was very evasive about that.
Did I feel like it was probably the who she works for, the archivist, or
Definitely not. I mean, the archivist is another mutant who is also
oh, right, right.
identical. Yeah, and the elder is not equipped.
Not enough blue chew in the arc.
Exactly. Yeah. Maybe Zippo can get on that.
And also remind me, as far as like our water clogged supply, like is that still on the table? That's something that could possibly be fixed, or do we just kind of reach a dead end of like, there's nothing we can fucking do about it?
Kind of a dead end. It's like
Okay.
it's clogged up somewhere deep down. But you got a pipeline now, so or you will have a pipeline before too long. You have a bucket brigade going. Cool. Let's go ahead and take a break. Let's do 10 minutes and we'll come back and see what the rest of the day holds. Cool. We'll see y'all in 10-ish. So, what's next for our mutants?
So one of the things about the defense tower we built
Hmm.
is that my gang is going to control it.
Ooh.
And um, basically, my gang is going to start spending more time upstairs.
Hmm.
So it's going to pull us a little bit outside the politics.
Where is the tower built like on the roof of the mall or outside?
Um, Let me look at the map really fast. Hmm. Um, let's see. How about it's built on one of the buildings nearby, but not right on the roof?
Cool, cool.
And I'm going to suggest that there's at least one or maybe two known access ways to the roof that
Hmm.
everybody knows, but that also there are a few access ways that most people don't know. That
Hmm.
Tavri knows some access ways. Somebody else might know some other secret access ways to the roof too.
Cool.
But the tower is a little bit of ways.
Hmm.
Um, uh, we would have picked a spot that um, gives us a good view of the surrounding area.
Yeah. So when you
I,
say your gang controls it, is it only your gang that uses it, or do you like supervise other people using it?
I think first of all, I would leave that up to the vote of the gang.
Hmm.
Um, but I think the tendency would be to have other people participate
Yeah.
in doing watches and stuff. Because what I'm trying to do is create a power that's a little bit outside, like adding a new layer to our arc
Yeah.
and a little more outward focused.
Yeah. And that's out like where the what's the word for it? The cropland and
Yeah,
stuff.
crop one, exactly. Yeah.
Cool.
I expect trouble, but I'm hoping to not have us stuck right in the midst of the trouble.
Yeah. I think that is reasonable.
I did see that there's a Penny's Auto Center that's detached from the mall.
Is there?
Like which I assume is like there's J.C. Penney, but then like apart from it, like when I zoom in on
Mm.
the Owlbear Rodeo one, there is that this auto center.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm. Nice. I think it's near the bus station too. That's right. Cool. What's Zippo doing these days or today, the rest of the day?
Probably building something explodey. No. So there is there is I have never found like a specific description, but there's a line in the book that says that gearheads can make booze, but not you don't
Mhm.
necessarily need a distillery. Distilleries for like larger production.
Right.
But I think it said gearheads can make booze out of just like plants and whatever stuff they collect on the outside.
You can make a distillator that produces D6 doses of booze in a few hours.
Sure, but give me a second. I'm gonna find this. I'm gonna find the specific line that I was looking for. Um, hmm. In here somewhere.
I was looking at page 54.
Yes. Oh, here we go. A gearhead can jury rig a distillator, which produces
Yeah.
D6 doses of booze in a few hours.
Yep.
So that is what I'm gonna rig up.
Cool.
Mhm.
Great. So let's make your jury rig roll then.
Oh, sorry, that was the thing that you said, and I okay. Sorry about that.
All good.
My brain did not compute. Where's that Owlbear Rodeo? Okay,
Cool. It's wits and jury rig. Sick.
base and jury rig. Yes. So four base and
So
oh,
what
sorry,
parts are
five base.
you using to put that stuff together?
Right. I think just like rubber tubing,
Hmm.
a scrap like flyer that's been lying around as a like funnel, um, a large like I don't know, a large water like water jug like from
Hmm.
the water dispensers is like a distiller or whatever. I don't know how these things work.
Cool. Yeah,
Can
and
I?
All sorts of things.
since we have cropland now, I think that's going to help with
Yeah.
Providing
mesh and whatnot.
material.
So yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Can I
So
make
Uh,
a suggestion?
yes.
mhm.
Um, Tavri introduces you to a stripped out um, food dispensing machine
Mm.
Mhm.
that she found, like basically like one of those machines that has crackers and stuff in it. So not a soda machine, but
Yeah.
crackers and
Oh
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
And she's like, I found this at the auto store, whatever an auto is. Would you like us to drag it to your favorite hiding place, or do you just want to? Where would you like it set up?
Oh yeah, my workshop, please. I know we don't have like a large workshop, but I got my own personal space.
Yeah.
So we'll drag this food machine over to
Nice.
Zippo's personal space.
Cool. Let's see that roll.
All right, here we go.
Ooh.
Nothing.
I mean, that is easily pushable.
Yes, let's push that.
There we go. A couple
Ooh.
successes.
Mm,
So we got the basic thing plus
yeah.
um
plus the bonus thing.
Yeah, it could be used more than once.
Mhm.
Give it an extra die.
I think I'll make it used more than once.
Nice. So
Mhm.
that will break down according to normal gear rules. Yeah. Go ahead and roll for your first batch of booze. Just a D6.
Here we are.
And I roll a gear die for that, I think. Because that'll tell us if it breaks or not.
Hey, am I back? Can you hear me
Oh,
now?
there you are. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I
Yeah,
don't
so
know.
go ahead and roll one gear die for that. And that'll tell us if it breaks or not.
Okay, so one gear die for breakage and one base die for the amount.
One gear die just to tell us how much it makes. Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay, gotcha.
if we get a one, we get a one.
Yeah. Sorry, my computer is suddenly slowed down a lot.
It knows what it's doing.
6.
Hey. All right. 6 booze.
6 booze. Okay. How much does that take up? Let's just
Probably the same as water, so like 4 per slot. Is that right?
um checking it out.
But I'm assuming that we can store things off of our body.
Yeah, yeah, you can store stuff in your den.
Right, which I probably will just stash it.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I have a greater plan for this
Something that explodes, hopefully.
Oh, actually, it says booze is normally kept in a bottle that counts as one item. One bottle can contain 10
Oh,
doses.
sick. All right.
So I've got like half a bottle of booze.
Nice. So it sounds like some folks are like deciding what the next like if we're doing an expedition, if we're sticking around for stuff. Yeah, like everyone gets together for the evening whatnots. Um, Talk amongst yourselves about what you'd like to do.
So I come downstairs to hang out with them, and
Where are y'all hanging out?
unless you want to hang out up in the watchtower.
Ooh,
I mean, we can hang out at my little workshop if
yeah,
everybody
well,
was involved in dragging the
yeah,
the,
that's a great idea.
the vending machine.
And the grit and
Uh,
donut, I imagine, are included in that.
Mhm.
I just want to let everybody know I'm now a boss.
Well, that's a vast improvement over Johammed, that's for sure.
Yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't able to get most of Johammed's uh, muscle, so they're
Well,
still
that
out there
makes
plotting.
sense. Because any rats who want to follow him, someone like him would not want to follow someone like you.
Yeah, I'm sad. I was trying to prevent violence. It's not going to work.
I mean, that is a worthy cause, but sometimes people are hell-bent on violence. Watch
So,
your back, Tavri. That's going to put a target on you, and obviously, I am but a request away if you find yourself harassed. Well, I mean, you have your own people now, but still.
Tavri runs over and gives you a hug. Basically, she
Oh,
hugs your waist because you're so much taller.
And especially watch out for that Jonats. I imagine
oh.
he's going to have you in his sights.
Maybe. I'm hoping he'll come around someday, but maybe not.
Doubtful.
We've decided to move up into the new tower. That's going to be our tree fort.
Nice.
Be careful with Marlotte. She she has a she thinks in long amounts of time.
Yes, I think, I mean, well, my loyalties go wherever boss's loyalties go, but we generally seem to think along the same lines, and I'm starting to see our little band of rogues as a balancing factor, trying to make sure no one ever gets too much power and tries to make the arc theirs.
So
Well,
you guys are
I'd
just
have
going
to
to hang
think.
out here and make sure everything's okay?
I mean, I would have to think that the muscle that didn't follow you, Tavri. I mean, maybe some of them would go to Marlotte, but I would have to think that they're going to find one of them is going to rise to the top, and we're going to have we'll have you, and we have Marlotte, and a yet to be determined third group.
It's that froggy guy, right?
Is that Jonah?
That's Garrett.
Yeah, it's the oh, right. Yeah.
He's the one that led the raid downstairs
Yeah.
Yeah.
and does in fact have frog legs.
Well, are there any good expeditions to do?
I need to talk to Eriel.
Is
Find
Eriel
out.
going on an expedition?
Well, she has been putting forth the idea of one.
Oh.
I think at this point, I think I let everybody in the party in on what's going on since,
Oh, that's what it was. She seemed sort of different.
naturally, this could all be a horrible idea, but I don't know. I don't know what to think. Ultimately, I feel it's her being in her position, it's ultimately up to her what she wants to do. And obviously, everyone here has a say, but I would like to support her in whatever endeavors.
Hey, if we can find some kind of literature about shooting babies out, I might be able to figure out how to do all of that.
It would certainly be preferable to stay here, but
Oh, Lambda had a kid. Maybe she could help.
who was Lambda? Was that one of the other
That was the gearhead
archons?
who stayed with the ghouls at the
Yeah.
water plant.
Oh, right.
Maybe we should take a quick trip
Hmm.
over to the water plant to see how that's going and then ask Lambda if she could help.
I think this is a good idea. Let me talk to
Agreed.
Eriel. So at some point, I think I would talk to Eriel and just sort of run by her everything we've been talking about, and the
Yeah,
pros and the cons. And we think, I mean, it is your decision. Our counsel would be let us go talk to Lambda, see if she has knowledge that might help you here at the Ark, because that's the least danger to you and the Ark.
yeah. I mean, I've got a few months before anything gets dangerous, I think. So we've got a little bit of wiggle room.
But ultimately, whatever your decision is, I believe all my compatriots and I are on board to support you in whatever way we can.
Thanks. Um,
I have not found anything more about the diary. Have you heard any more news on that?
no.
So it was stolen from the vault. Is that correct?
I mean, Davin says it's missing from the vault, so I assume it didn't walk away by itself.
Do you think Gavin may know more than he's letting on?
No, he is in a tizzy.
And who all has access to the vault?
Just Davin and the Elder.
And I'm sure the elder is of no help in the matter.
He's no help in anything in these days.
And there's no other ways into the vault that you know of, secret ways.
I mean, it's not, it's a vault in, the ritual sense. Like anyone could probably walk in and take it. Just no one does because you're not supposed to.
Right.
I mean,
Interesting.
if back, when the Elder was capable of impressing the rules upon us, no one would dare. But now that he's kind of out of commission, people, I feel
Would
like
there be
things that
any
people have been
way?
wanting to do for a long time are starting to happen.
Is there dispensation for someone like me? Could you give me escorted access to the vault just so I can look around and
Yeah,
have
I mean,
another set of eyes to
talk to
see?
Davin. He'll show you. I mean, there's not a whole lot there, but there's you know, it's basically a closet, a little storeroom.
I'll be back. I've got an idea. I want to come back and talk to well anybody who wants to be involved, but also Raspa in particular. I'm wondering if Donut might be somehow useful in this investigation
Ooh.
scenario.
I have thought that as well. Yes, that if we could get to the vault, just to say, okay, we want to help out.
We're
We want,
investigating the missing item. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, and especially if somebody could show us where it was put,
exactly.
Donut could pick up a scent, possibly.
You could definitely do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, Davin would be more than happy to show you the vault. Um, Go on at length about how all the precautions he's taken, very few, and how upset he is.
I put a curtain over it.
Look, you're just not supposed to go in here.
There was a velvet rope in front.
It's the rules. People don't care about the rules anymore.
We even closed the door.
There's a little sign and everything. I mean, I know most people can't read that well, but
Occasionally, somebody would look askance at the door, and I would tap the sign.
um, interestingly enough, let me see. Um, my little sheet here says that Devin's mutation is tracker.
Well, you would think he'd be pretty good at finding who took the diary.
Yeah, and so I think that's the extra the extra wrinkle in that is like he has, literally put his nose to the ground to try and track it down. And like as far as he can tell, it's there's if someone took it out, they flew out with it, right? Um, Not like it's like shit. Well,
Is there any kind of arc census as far as like a list of people and their mutations?
oh, you know, I I I'm sure there is, and I'm pretty sure since Davin is the one that works with the Elder, he would have access to it.
Just wondering, because if there were people with like particular mutations that might be like, yeah, they can grab a thing and poof, teleport to another location or whatever.
Is there teleportation?
I don't know. That's what I was,
Oh.
I was just making one up to.
There's telepathy. Okay, there's not telepathy.
But Davin tells us that Is it Gavin or Davin?
Davin, Davin. Yeah.
Yeah, but Davin says that they tried to track it and was not able to, that and that was surprising to
Yeah.
them that
Yeah. But that doesn't mean that you can't try. So you are more than welcome to do a
Donut might be better than Davin.
Donut might have
yes.
a do a
Yeah.
scout, I guess, right?
It's I use my wits and the sick a dog.
Yeah.
So that'll be 4 + 5. Uh here.
If Donut finds it, Davin's gonna be like, well, I've had allergies. I've been a little stuffed up. So,
Nice.
I got two successes. I could push it even. Um
What does let me
I
see.
don't I don't know.
What
Yeah,
kind of stunts do you
we have
get
to
on that
find out
skill?
like with the dog, like what I think that the rules sometimes they say you can push it. I don't know if it says anything with this one. Um
So scouting, for every extra, uh,
well this is track I'm looking at the tracking under
oh, yeah.
the dog. It just what it says is your dog can track a person or a creature even when there are no obvious tracks to follow. All you need is a fresh scent and some object that has been in possession.
Hmm. Okay, so
of-
for every extra, you get how far behind are you? Is the prey wounded? Is the prey alone? Would you like to ask an extra question about it?
Um,
So I'm actually going to turn this back to you. Does Donut detect it here or somewhere else? Like, has it n not left the vault area, or did someone in fact take it?
you're talking about the diary? Has somebody?
Yeah,
Um, I'm assuming it has left the vault area, right?
sure, yeah.
Um,
And I think what happened was Davin searched the immediate area and found nothing. But you and Donut searched a little bit farther, and pick up the scent near Marlot's. And in fact, it does seem that whoever took it was not touching the ground for some time because the scent picks up not too far outside of Marlot's.
okay,
Um, it is of note that Astrina, who is Marlot's chronicler, does have
right,
insect wings.
right. Do, do I know of anybody else that has some type of flying ability?
There's others that have insect wings as well. It's a it is one of the mutations.
Mhm.
With 200 people, there's going to be a dozen that have any mutation, right?
Well, I'm gonna pull like with this knowledge, I'm gonna pull Wilo aside. Um, and I have suspicions. I'll say, Wilo, I have suspicions as to what possibly is going on. Um, it seems like whoever took that had some type of ability not to be walking on the ground. And we know that Astrina, I mean, Astrina knows a little bit about what was in the diary, right? She was around when we had it. And it's about, I mean, she's felt cooped up here. And the diary is about somebody who kind of was leaving the ark. So it's crossing my mind that, Estrina might feel really drawn to what information they could glean out of that.
perhaps we should have a private conversation with Astrina and just say, at this point, obviously she's got the information. She doesn't need the diary anymore. Like, she knows what it says. She can return it to us. We will return it anonymously and say that we found it in our, we donut followed the trail and found it stashed in a crack in the wall in an alley, and no one needs to be punished. And the diary goes back into the vault where it belongs.
Well, it's going to be a difficult conversation, but yeah, I think we need to talk to her. I mean, because she just seems like the most obvious candidate.
Indeed. But, again, I think in a olive branch extending kind of way, not accusatory, not you're in trouble, not we're going to turn you into the police. No, I don't know police. What am I talking about? So, but just that, hey, look, you got the information. Just let's have the diary. I mean, you tell me, boss. I mean, is there anything wrong with us not ratting her out as long as we return the diary?
No, I feel like, yeah, if she has it and turns it AI, I don't see any need for us to. Yeah,
indeed.
I mean,
just a friendly conversation.
Correct, and we just let her know that we would understand why she would be drawn to it, right? I mean, that it's, yeah, somewhat reasonable that she would be attracted to the diary. Yeah.
Is Zippo around for this conversation? Just out of curiosity.
I would imagine if it's all happening. I mean, you tell me.
Yeah, I mean, let's say you're around because I just don't need to be secret from anybody, I don't think. One question, Zippo. I'm just thinking of backup plans upon backup plans. And sort of relates to the conversation we had earlier with what's right, what's wrong, and the uses of our tools. Your ability to manipulate minds.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say if you were to use that ability on me right now, would I know that you had manipulated me? Like in the moment, I know I would do whatever you wish me to do. But when that moment is over, do I then know that, like, hey, you just made me do that? Or am I unaware that you manipulated me?
I think ultimately it probably depends. I mean, I haven't really tested it, but I think it ultimately depends on whether it's something you might conceivably do yourself by choice, or if I manipulated you to punch yourself in the face right now, I suppose you would probably be pretty firm that, hey, I would not do that. Somebody made me do that.
I just thought you might be an asset in this scenario in case we run into any complications, in case Astrina panics, or again, not as a first course of action, but as just another tool in the toolbox.
Sure, but why does it matter if she took the book?
Because the reason we turn things in is that it benefits the Ark, which benefits all of us when it's in the vault. And the way Raspa and I are seeing this is that, okay, well, she now has the information she wanted from it. Therefore, why not put it back in the vault so that it's, once again, can be benefiting the Ark? Now, there might be a different argument to be made if she needed that information, she didn't have it, and as long as it was in the vault, you know what I'm saying? But at this point now, she has the information from the diary. So it's, to me, that seems a best of both worlds. She has the information, Diary goes back in the vault, everybody's happy. Life goes on.
Sure, yeah, okay.
Which is why we have no, I mean, I don't think any of us have a problem with her having the information.
Yeah.
Davin, I don't know how he would feel, but I also don't care.
Also, to maybe Mark, I'm thinking to make this a little bit more weighty. You know, we get benefits from putting stuff in the ark.
Mhm.
I mean, into the vault. Like if things get taken out of the vault, do those benefits?
I was thinking about that, and I'm gonna say no, just because that feels uh, like that could lead to shitty things in the future. Like if something gives you 11 points of something and it gets taken later, then that's gonna be a big problem.
Well,
So
I think
I'm
that
gonna say
makes the most
once it's in
sense
the
too, because
vault, it's there.
I
Yeah.
feel like the advances come from they take it, they study it or whatever,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
you can't undo it. The same way we can't
Yeah,
undo Astrina having read it.
yeah,
You know,
you
they
can't
can't
unlearn.
yeah,
yeah.
right.
Although, I mean, if a project gets destroyed, that has
That is
point
different. Yeah.
consequences.
Yeah.
So maybe it does. Maybe it does. Um, wow, that's an important decision to
But
make.
yeah, but see, I think it makes more sense with projects because usually that's a thing, like our
Yeah, yeah,
croplands. If the
yeah,
croplands got destroyed, we don't have croplands anymore.
yeah,
If our watchtower gets destroyed, we don't have that anymore, as opposed to something in the vault. We still have the knowledge we got from the thing.
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna say no. It doesn't take any points away. But in general, that means that the item is like you can't like say,
Yeah,
"Here's
yeah.
my machine
And then
gun."
go steal it.
Study it and then take it back.
Have you studied it? Okay, we sneak in and steal it at night.
Um, related to this, uh, Tavri would like to see if Zippo can recreate the artifact bow
Ooh.
because Tavri would like to have a bow instead of a rifle, maybe because it's quieter.
I mean, you can make a bow. I think the thing that's artifacty about it is that like it's like fiberglass instead of
Yeah,
wood.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if studying the artifact bow would help Zippo make a bow.
Hmm. I mean, I think a bow is something that you can already make, right?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really say here, but I would imagine like a regular old bow from the normal weapons table,
Yeah.
just like a scrap gun or a scrap rifle could make a whatever the equivalent of scrap bow is the
Yeah.
basic thing. Yeah, I could do that. Mm.
So, so you're gonna go talk to Astrina. Now, did you want Tavri to be involved in this or not?
I feel like with Astrina, I don't think you would want a lot of people there. I think I mean I could imagine having Wilo there. Um yeah, but I don't really want to feel put her under like excessive like you know a group of us are like okay
Yeah,
Astrina
yeah. We're not shaking her down.
right
Yeah.
right
So while they're talking to Astrina, Tavri will drop in and talk with Eriel.
Cool. Let's talk with Ariel first.
So Tavri will come in and hey, uh is it okay to talk?
Yeah, it's always okay to talk. long as you don't mind me tidying while you do it.
No,
It's almost time to
um,
turn in though, so yeah.
I overheard um, that maybe you have a special thing going on.
Yeah, I think it's kind of everyone knows by now.
So um, when I'm out in the zone, I will look for uh, things to give your uh, little person when you have them.
Oh, okay.
And I wanted to give you my childhood. Uh, this is my most precious childhood thing.
Oh wow.
It's a little scrap of a children's book, one page with like a corner of it.
It's like dog.
Yeah, yeah. I found that when I was rummaging over um, at the auto place a long time ago when I was littler. I'm always little. Um, and I thought, wow, I thought maybe your little person can have it.
Thanks.
She gets embarrassed and runs away.
Oh, okay, okay, bye. Um, yeah, I think it is getting to be evening time. I think Astrina is starting to like pack up a little bit. When you come to the she's working at the archive, I guess, near Marlotte's, and Marlotte's archive is like where she is keeping her stuff that she is not turning into the vault. Um, Raspa's there, right? Yeah,
I would say, uh, in, unless there's good reason not to, I would think Raspa's probably like the main
yeah,
speaker. I'm
yeah.
there as
And she is delighted, like when she sees Raspa there, and when it's clear that it's more than just Raspa coming to pay a social visit. She's a little bit crestfallen, but like is attempting to keep up a pleasant face. He's just like, hey, hey, are we are we going out again?
Um, we might be.
I really prefer not to.
Well, yeah, I know it was a tough it was a tough journey for
Yeah.
you.
Cool. But are you all going out again soon?
Um, yeah, I mean we've been talking about it. I mean,
Wow. Better rest up then, I guess.
I think
um,
maybe if I had all detected that sort of shift in her mood, that I might kind of be like, hey boss, if you need me, I'll be outside the door.
okay. Yeah, yeah, Wilo, we'll catch up. We'll catch up. Um,
And Zippo there too.
Yeah, I guess he could. I'd be like, hey Zippo, come on, let's continue that conversation we were having earlier.
Huh? Oh, what? Oh,
Boss
yeah,
will
okay.
call us if he needs us.
So
And kind of once we're out, I'll explain to him. I was like, I think maybe it might go better with just him, but you know, he'll
um
let us know if he needs us for something.
were you you wanted to see me?
yeah, well, I mean, it's the end of the day and just wanted to kind of catch up with you a little bit, but yeah, I also do need to talk to you about something. Um,
Oh, okay, yeah. And she brightens up again a little bit.
um, well, look, eh, have you heard about the um what happened at the vault?
No, I don't get over there much.
Um,
And she is clearly lying.
yeah,
There's no role needed here.
yeah. Well, look, I had heard that the diary that we found and was put into the vault that it's gone missing. And
Oh no.
well, it's pretty clear that, first of all, we know it was in the vault, and it's pretty clear that somebody took it. And not only that, but that the person who took it, um, part of what it allowed them to kind of get away with it without really being tracked effectively initially was that they didn't have to walk all the time, that they,
Oh, so Johammed then? Because they carried him around, but he's dead now, I thought.
yeah, well, look, Astrina, and I know that you would have been interested in that diary. And look, I'm not
Why would I be
looking,
interested in the diary?
well, I mean, I know that you felt cooped up down here, right?
Yeah, I
That,
still feel cooped up down here, but there's nothing I can do about that.
um, well, look, I I think it's best. I'm not looking to get you into any trouble or anything, and in fact, just the opposite. People are going to keep on looking around for this.
Who would I be in trouble with?
Um, well,
The Elder?
I I think that a lot of people in the Ark see the vault as a pretty important place, and
Yeah,
that
but most people are in the Ark are not going to know unless someone tells them.
well, people already know that the diary went missing.
But so what?
And at this point, Rasper is gonna he'll reach out and touch her on the shoulder and say, "Look, I'm your friend, and I'm devoted to you, and I'm just looking really to help the Ark now, and I'm looking to help you. And you give it to me, it's going to get back to the vault without anybody knowing."
Why do you care if it's in the vault or not?
I care because this is one of the things that unifies the Ark.
So
That,
tell people that it's back. No one looks in there anyway.
well, um, people look, some people already know that it's not there. And I think, at this point, I mean, I'm going to be looking for that manipulate
Oh yeah.
to kind of get her to.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll. There's gonna be a one die penalty though.
Okay. All right. So the manipulate, I gotta go to
Looks like
my.
you're gonna be there'll be four, there'll be 3 and 3.
Okay. We'll see how this goes. Ooh, that was not a good roll.
Would you like to push it?
I think I will. Oh, and so my reroll appears now. So I can
Oh.
just hit the reroll and it'll keep the one.
If you hit the little, I think it's a little flame, right?
Yeah, I might have a little like fire icon is what
Yeah.
mine is.
Okay, so I have one, and when I hover, it says show breakdown.
Oh no, that's a different.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just roll 2 yellow and 3 green then.
Hold on. If you hover over just to the left of show breakdown, see if it gives you different text because my reroll and my show breakdown are right on top of each other.
Oh,
It
Well, I
didn't used to be.
I do have a thing that says reroll, and is that
Yeah.
going to reroll everything?
that's gonna re-roll everything. There should be something in between those two.
Actually,
I'm not seeing.
oh,
I'll just roll two.
Okay.
We'll remember that there's one. I'll do the 2 yellow and 3 green. It'll be the easiest, I think.
There's your success.
Okay.
All
And I
right.
do get one.
Doubt,
But no additional doubt, so
but no
that's
additional
good.
doubt. Yeah. So what are you trying to get her to do?
I'm trying to get her to um give me the to be persuaded that she should give me the diary so it can go back in the vault without anybody else really knowing that she's the one that took it.
So she puts her hand on your hand. She's like, "Look, I would do I would do anything for you, but I don't have it anymore. If you can get Marlotte to give it back." I don't think you can though. She says she says this is for the good of the Ark too. She says Marlotte says that with the Elder sick, it doesn't make sense to put things in the vault anymore. We should be using things. We should be using artifacts instead of storing them away forever. Right?
Maybe. Did she ask you to do this for her?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
she told me to do it, so I did it.
Okay. I understand. I'm actually, I mean,
I mean, I can show you where everything is, but are you planning on staying in the Ark?
um, look, I don't know what exactly I'm going to do, but I'm glad that you told me this. Um, I certainly am not going to let anybody know that you were involved with this. And yeah, and I appreciate you letting me know that, that Marlot is has some new thoughts, about the vault.
I think she's right. I think that I think with the Elder's gonna be dead soon, and we need someone else to. There's so many things. We need someone else to help to be our leader. And now that you guys took care of Johammed, I mean, Marlot's weird, but weird is better than anything else, right? And a lot of she has a lot of really interesting theories about things that could help us in the long term. And I think she likes you. Like not you, like I think she likes like a bunch of you guys. She's a boss, so it's hard to tell when she's being, I mean, that's easy to tell when she's being manipulative because you just watch for her lips moving. But I think she has a certain amount of respect for the, you all went out, you found us water and you found the diary and she sent you after the box. So I think I think she's got a plan.
Well, um, you know, I do not feel um I do not feel that Marlot is in any way our enemy,
No.
clearly. Um, I mean, she's nothing like Johammed was.
No.
And
And she's nothing like the Elder either.
no. And you're right. You are exactly right. If somebody else was talking to me about Marlot and talking about how she does have a kind of broad perspective on things, which honestly is a bit refreshing because the life we've been living, so much of it is so narrow and focused on just like, can I survive the next day? And obviously that's important, but Marlot does seem to be looking beyond just the next day. She's
So you're
going to
gonna
be,
help her?
hmm?
You're gonna help her?
Well, um, I enjoy my conversations with her, and if she is, if she needs me to do something, she'll let me know, no doubt.
I knew you would. And she like rushes in and hugs you.
Yeah, and I'll embrace her and say, Astrina, I know it's been tough, but I think I'm beginning to see at least a glimmer of brightness. I mean, we finished the cropland. Food is more plentiful. We have an idea, well, things underway to bring water here, right? Um, I think as awful as it is, still, I mean, things are looking better.
And she like looks up into your eyes and nods, and then leans in and whispers, "Tell your friends to go home."
Okay. And I think Rasper will like duck out and say everything's good. And you know, say y'all don't need to worry about me tonight. But you're muted.
I think Milos gets his typical big maniacal smile and is like, all right, boss.
I think we can cut that there. Um, Sweet. Unless there's something y'all want to do for the rest of the night, that we can show on screen, we can go to the next morning.
I believe I believe Tavri wanted me to make a bow, but I did already roll a jury rig, so I don't know if that has to wait or not.
Yeah, probably wait till the next day. Take
Gotcha.
care of the morning. Actually, you know what? We're coming close to time, so let's draw a curtain on that day, and we will pick up the next day our next time.
Sounds good.
Cool. Actually wrote down the end of session procedures this time.
Hmm.
Um, so let's see. End of session. XP questions. At the end of every session, you get an XP point. Were you here? Yes, everyone was here. Did you perform a day's work for a project on the Ark? I believe everyone did. There was no exploring of new sectors, so everyone answer for yourselves. Did you sacrifice or risk something for your PC buddy? Did you sacrifice or risk something for your NPC you want to keep safe? Did you sacrifice or risk something to mess with the NPC you hate? Or did you sacrifice or risk something to achieve your big dream? And once you have done those, you can change your relationships in the dream anytime between now and next session. If you have 5 XP, you can get some good stuff. Otherwise, let's go ahead and do stars and wishes, and we'll just go left to right, starting with Robbie.
Um, yeah, I good session. I um I like that opening conversation between Wilo and Zippo on um the whole issue of harming others, and how that felt, and issues of possible guilt and remorse. That was a nice opening. Um it was thrilling to have things going so well with some of those roles on our
Yeah,
work projects. That was you know I think last time they hadn't gone so well
they
for
had
that.
not, no.
But yeah,
Evened out.
yeah. Yeah, and the that ending scene with Astrina. I mean, there was, I was initially kind of wondering whether like the diary thing was that like anything, but yeah, that really um kind of became rather interesting for Rasper. So that was fun. Yeah, yeah, and I think the I think I should also kind of just hadn't really thought about Tavri being a boss, but that's really interesting. Like, Tavri being out there with her own crew now. Not something I was expecting, when the session began, but yeah, that was a kind of interesting twist. Wishes. I mean, there's a lot going on right now. That but I am, I think Rasper and Marlotte, I think maybe I'm looking for like, a dialogue between, right? Because things have been, with this last conversation with the Astrina, it seems like, yeah, like Rasper needs to kind of figure out what exactly is Marlotte looking to accomplish short term, long term, and how does she see Rasper fitting into that?
Hmm, cool. Sweet. Cool. Was that it for wishes?
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you, Heath.
Yeah, it was fun. It was nice being back at the Ark for a while. Um, and yeah, it was nice to have one where lots of stuff seemed to go our ways, which was cool. Yeah, the Tavri twist is gonna be fun to explore. Uh, very funny too, just in that like Tavri seems like the absolute least likely person you'd see as a boss. So it's like, oh, that's gonna be fun. And hmm. Yeah, and then it was fun delving in with Zippo into our philosophies of the shadows in our souls. And then yeah, there's lots of I like this game, and I mean, it's interesting because I've noticed like there's still mechanics we've never even had to deal with yet, like the endure
Hmm.
and starvation, dehydration, and that stuff. But it also feels cool because it's like unlike a lot of games, it does feel like you get to use your skills a lot, as opposed to like sometimes like you take a skill for something and you go an entire game and you never use that
Hmm.
skill ever. But it seems well done in that you know there always seems to be a way to do it, like the way we decided to investigate, and then the dog, and then it's
I didn't realize he was a tracker when I made that. Like,
hey,
oh shit. Okay, well.
that's okay. Because I mean,
Yeah, it worked out great.
everybody fails rolls. So even the best tracker could have had a bad day, and it was like, oh, I didn't think about them flying in and out. Uh, and wishes. I do hope we can. I hope we can recover the diary. Just 'cause I think it'd be fun. And because of course Wilo's very protective of Eriel and wants to do everything he can for her, so wants to get that diary back. It'll be interesting to see how if we do that, since it's like a little more complicated now, but I'm sure we can still find a way. And then, yeah, I guess probably go on an expedition to the water plant and talk to Lambda,
Yeah,
see what adventure that brings. I think that's it for me.
sweet. Thank you, Mark.
Yeah, I enjoyed the session. A lot of the role playing. I have to agree with Heath with like everybody like being able to really lean on their skills a lot, like their unique ones. I think even more to that though, like and I think I might have said this before, but I just really enjoy how each character is like really their character. Like
Hmm.
they like they're there's very little sort of like fading between them where they kind of like overlap with each other. They're all very unique, and I think everybody's playing them very well to type, which I really like. They stand out that way, I think. And yeah, wishes. Oh man, I don't know. This is things are taking a really interesting turn here. I think it's funny where you know who was it? I can't remember who was saying it's like, oh, we're not really interested in like accumulating power. We're really just like evening things out. And I think like in my own mind is like I think Zippo would actually be pretty fine if we ended up being the most powerful faction in this place, and might actually be something they want. Feeling like the feeling like they're the smartest, most best positioned to direct the arc to a bright future. So I don't know, might try to play into that a little bit in the upcoming and see where that goes.
Nice.
Um, but I'm quite enjoying the game and what everybody's doing with their people.
Awesome. And Teal.
So first of all, I agree with Robbie that the role play between Milo and Zippo was really good. I mean, I liked all the role play, but that was especially good. Um, I am now. Tavri was trying to simplify life, and it has turned out that it's gotten more and more and more complicated. And now, instead of being able to ignore all of it and go hide air conditioning system, now she has to deal with it. And oh boy. So now she has to figure out how to keep herself alive. She has to keep her gang alive, still interact with other people, and get a chance to spend time out in the wilderness. Plus, also hang out with my friends. Um, and I just anticipate this is going to be difficult. Um, as far as wishes go, I will say that Tavri is going to work hard to figure out how to interact with her best friend Zippo because now she's got this gang to deal with, which she has to at least give them, a fair portion of her time. Um, and so much politics is going to happen. It is very clear that there are so many things going on here that we are probably just going to be, I think, constantly reacting to things that other people do to make our lives difficult. And I'll end with that.
Sweet. I need to roll a die to see how many people starve to death. 6.
-1 though.
-1. That's right. Because we have our croplands. So yeah, even with the new water, It has been rough, and we are down to 176 mutants in the arc. Whew. All right. Yeah, this was super fun. I had absolutely nothing planned, and here we are. Yeah, even down to like the moment where you're like major role, I'm like, okay, so who has it? Could be anyone. Did not have that in the cards, but yeah, it all makes sense. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next. Maybe hitting the road again soon. And yeah, so many things could go wrong. Looking forward to it. Cool. Anything else before we say good night to everybody?
I just want to echo what was being said about the game system. I think the game system is doing a good job of giving us lots of avenues to explore the world.
Hmm. Agree.
And because it's a combination of skill plus resource system, it it gives us the ability to like it's not just luck. There's also um, some cost that you can use to uh, have more control over the story than just relying
Yeah.
completely on luck. So I like that.
Yeah, and even on my side, the like procedures of the system are helping everything. Like something got stolen is a random thing that I
Right.
rolled at the beginning of the session. Like different, it has a lot of support for the GM to like continue to provide you opportunities for trouble. So that's a lot of fun. Yeah,
Also, even though I'm out of space, I've taken a fifth talent and put it down at the bottom.
hell yeah,
I'm a bodyguard.
yes,
Someone shoots at and hits a person at arm's length or near me, I can dive in and take the bullet. I roll to move, does not count as an action in conflict. If I roll one or more successes, I take the hit instead of my friend. And I
nice,
can push the roll.
nice.
Seems to fall very much in line with Wilo's wishes and big goals and shit.
Yep, that all makes sense. Cool.
We got Kevin Costner up in here.
And I will, anything else before we go? Sweet. See you all next time.